Hey everybody, welcome to part 1 of our Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask on original N64 hardware. Wink wink, hopefully 100% full game playthrough. So, as I said, we're doing this on completely original N64 hardware, wink wink, we're using the original version of the game for this Let's Play. However, this one has some quality of life improvements on it. And if you want to look into how to get this version of the game yourself on totally legit N64 hardware, Google is your best friend. Simply hop on there and type in Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask Redux Edition, and that will tell you what you need to know about that. Also, I'm going to be using some nice pretty texture packs like I did with Ocarina of Time. And speaking of Ocarina of Time, when this game was originally released in the year 2000, varying months depending on what part of the world you reside in, this game was released ultimately as a direct sequel to Ocarina of Time. Now, obviously, for our journey through the Zelda series, it's a little bit different because I threw in those unofficial beta releases that I referred to in the updated timeline video that I did not too terribly long ago. So, this is Game 6 in the Zelda series Let's Play that I'm doing. Started off with Skyward Sword, moved on to Minish Cap, moved on to Four Swords, then on to Ocarina of Time, and then I started down the first of 3 timelines branching off of Ocarina of Time. We're in the child timeline right now, which began with Legend of Zelda The Missing Link, which, again, as I mentioned in the Missing Link Let's Play, if you want to play that one yourself, Google is your best friend. And now here we are at Game 6, Majora's Mask. So just remember, if you want to know how to play Missing Link or the Majora's Mask Redux and get the pretty texture packs I'm going to use, Google is your friend. I don't think I can say exactly where to get all these things, but I can tell you again, Google, Majora's Mask Redux, custom texture packs, and then something about some retro arches. Check out Retro Arch. Beautiful old bridge architecture. Wink wink. So, with that being said, this game was, again, released in 2000, and then was later released in 2003 or 2004, depending on what part of the world you're in. A Nintendo Power magazine exclusive release. You had to actually, I know some of you might be too young to understand this, so bear with me. We used to get these things called magazines from Nintendo. Like, Nintendo published them themselves, and they had, like interviews and previews and reviews and partial walkthroughs of games. It was a totally different world back then. We had books instead of internet. Holy fuck, I'm getting old. Anyway, so once in a while you'd get these little special exclusive order forms where you could, write down your information and put it in this thing called an envelope, and then you would go and put it in a thing called a mailbox. I know I'm being a sarcastic ass right now, just let me roll with it. And they would send you stuff in the mail, and it was like Amazon before Amazon was Amazon, and one of those things you could get was the Legend of Zelda Collector's Edition for the GameCube, which had the original game, Adventure of Link, Ocarina, and Majora's Mask. So then, of course, later, the game made its way to the Wii eShop, the Wii U eShop, the 3DS eShop, and I'm pretty sure it's on Switch now too, but obviously I'm opting to go with the N64 version because that's one of the easier ones to capture footage of. And it's just got that nostalgic feel that, anyway. So, yeah, just to review one more time, because this is a little bit longer of an opening monologue than I usually tend to do, I think. I could just be imagining things, but Game 6 of the Zelda series, Google the Redux Edition, Google custom textures, Google old bridge architecture, phrase it as retro arch, or retro archways, something to that effect. and you'll find all the information you need to find if you want to play this game yourself. Now, everything that I have just said also, yeah, you know what, I'll leave it at that. Okay, so Majora's Mask, this is obviously a little bit different a game than Ocarina of Time. It's got a little bit of a different save system. If you know, you know. If you don't, well, you'll see. So, I may be a cheater when it comes to certain games, but if there's one thing I'm not, it's a liar. So, save states or restore points, rewind points are completely on the table for this Let's Play. Because there are some side quests in this game that are multiple steps, and if I fuck up, or should I say, when I fuck up, you have to basically reset the game and do the whole side quest all over again, all of it. So I figure, instead of filling up extra hours of playtime with my multiple failed attempts at a couple of certain quests, I'll just make restore points. That way, when I screw up, you can just we can just restart from the point from before I screwed up instead of having to do the whole damn quest again. So, the other thing is cheat codes are also 110% on the table. I'm not going to go crazy and do like God mode playthrough, but you know, I am not committing to playing through this game fair and square because it can be a pain in the ass to do so. So, with that being said, I think that about covers everything. So, again, if you know how this game works, then you know, and if not, this is going to be quite the interestingly different journey from Ocarina of Time. And with that being said, I'll stop flapping my gums about the game, and we can get in and actually play the game. Okay, so couple things I forgot to mention. I am, speaking of, relics of the past, I am using the 3DS version strategy guide for this playthrough. So there may be some discrepancies. You might hear me get a little surprised once in a while thinking I can do something, but I can't. Why am I not using the old N64 strategy guidebook? Because the 3DS one actually tells you, like, as you're going along the main quest, when you can go and do something else instead of having to keep flipping pages. So really it's just a little bit of laziness on my part. I didn't feel like taking the time to figure out when I can and can't do something, so I have this book that tells me exactly when I can. It takes the guesswork out of it. I know some people are probably thinking, oh man, this asshole's using a strategy guide. Listen, strategy guide tells you where to go, it still can't do it for you, and I will die on that hill. And, I don't get a ton of game time to work on this stuff, so I don't want to spend the time I have having to play guessing games. I'd rather keep this as fluidly organized as possible. So, what was the other thing? It was something else. Oh yeah, so anybody who's never played this game before and was watching that little opening video is probably thinking, why the hell is the moon so close to the planet's surface, and why does it have a big, ugly, creepy face on it? Hey, don't worry, that actually gets answered in this first episode. Let's go ahead and get our file made. And our name is always going to be Link to stay in line with the series lore. Alright. Guys, ready to start this next adventure in our Zelda series playthrough? Hopefully you are, because I am, and we're starting right now. In the land of Hyrule, there echoes a legend held dearly by the royal family that tells of a boy. A boy who, after battling evil and saving Hyrule, crept away from the land that had made him a legend. Done with the battles he once waged across time, he embarked on a journey, a secret and personal journey. A journey in search of a beloved and invaluable friend. A friend with whom he parted ways when he finally fulfilled his heroic destiny and took his place among legends. Hey, you two fairies did great. I wonder if he has anything good on him. Huh? This guy. Well, that shouldn't be a problem. Ooh, what a pretty ocarina. Hey, Skull Kid, let me touch it. I want to see. You can't, Tail. What would we do if you dropped it and broke it? No way, you can't touch it. Aw, but sis, why can't I try it out too? Link is not amused. Okay, so, real quick. If you, ignore the missing link and any other, quote-unquote, unofficial betas that I do during this, series Let's Play, then after Ocarina of Time, Link, left in search of Navi, and eventually made his way into the Lost Woods. Now, if you, did watch the missing link, then you know that the missing link was created literally to bridge the gap between Ocarina of Time and this game, and missing link literally ended with Link on horseback going through the deep woods, not the Lost Woods, because the deep woods had been on the other side of the Corkery Forest the whole time, and basically serves as a I would almost say a point of like some kind of dimensional travel, because we got into locations in Hyrule that we obviously did not see in Ocarina of Time. Now again, it's an unofficial beta release, so if you don't want to count it as part of the lore, that's fine, but if you've seen my timeline video, I am counting it as part of the lore. So where we are now is obviously just somewhere out in the deep woods, and this little asshole stole our ocarina and our horse. The only other thing worth mentioning is there's this little fan theory regarding this game where people suggest that Link is actually dead, like gets killed here in the opening sequence of the game. You know, when we get thrown off of the back of the horse, and I think that's how it works. I don't remember exactly when the theory says Link dies, but I'm pretty sure it's Link falls off the horse, bumps his head, and dies of a concussion or something stupid like that. But that theory goes on to suggest that this whole game is Link going through the 5 stages of grief of his own death. I think that theory is an absolute crock of shit. We will not be touching upon that any further. I'm literally bringing it up just to make fun of it because it's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. Again, that's my opinion. If you feel differently, it is what it is, but I am adamantly against that theory, and so are the guys that made the game, incidentally. So I think people just like coming up with theories where the main character is dead and doesn't get a happy ending, because my guess is that theory was done by the same people that say the main character of Final Fantasy VIII died, which was also shot down by that game's creators. So yeah, Link is not dead. Not yet, anyway. Alright, so I'm sure I've said enough and probably hurt a few people's feelings, but you know, sometimes it just has to be done. Anyway, so here we are in the deep woods, chasing after this little asshole that stole our horse. What's with that stupid horse of yours? It doesn't listen to a word that's said to it. There's no point in riding a thing like that, so I did you a favor and got rid of it. Aw, boo-hoo. Why the sad face? I just thought I'd have a little fun with you. Oh, come. Do you really think you can beat me as I am now, you fool? Now that's a good look for you. You'll stay here looking that way forever. Sis! Whoa, whoa, Skull Kid, wait for me! I'm still here! Tail, you can't leave without me! You! If I wasn't dealing with you, I wouldn't have gotten separated from my brother. Well, don't just sit there, Deku boy. Do something. Why are you looking at me like that? What, is there something stuck on my face? Will you stop staring and just open that door for me? Please, come on, a helpless little girl is asking you, so hurry up. Oh, Tail, I wonder if that child will be alright on his own. Alright, so, we have been cursed and turned into this ugly little Deku child. Isn't that nice? Alright, well, we certainly aren't getting back up from where we fell, so only one thing to do. Hey, wait for me. Don't leave me behind. So, that stuff back there, I apologize, so take me with you. Alright, now obviously she's only apologizing to get what she wants. We're just gonna roll with it because you want to know about that Skull Kid who just ran off, right? Well, I just so happen to have an idea of where he might be going. Okay, now you have something of value to us. Take me with you and I'll help you out. Deal? Please? Good, so then it's settled. Now then, I'll be your partner, or at least until we catch that Skull Kid. My name's Tattle, so, nice to meet you, or whatever. So the sister and brother fairy, Tattle and Tail, Tattletale. That nice little funny in there. Now that we've got all that straightened out, can we stop messing around and get moving? If I figure something out, press C up and I'll tell you. Hopefully you'll manage to get by without my help until then. Alright. Hey, if I call you, press C up right away. I can tell you're not very used to your Deku Scrub body yet. No, I'm not. Alright, listen up. If you press and hold A as a Deku Scrub while standing on a Deku flower, you can dive into it. If you wait a bit before releasing A, you'll launch out of the flower. Press A while flying to descend. Did you get that? Yep. Are you sure? One more thing. Press A when you're on the ground to perform a spin attack. Alright, so we drop down here. There's our spin attack. I'm kind of taking my time to go through this opening area because once we pass beyond it, we don't ever get to come back, so... Plus, a jump start on picking up rupees is always a good thing in this game. Yeah, so that's all we're doing. Dive into the flower, mark your path, and go. Now, there is a limit to how far you can fly, so, you know, if you don't find a place to land fast enough, you're gonna fall. Which in this room we definitely don't want to do, because it's a bottomless pit. Alright, we got Deku Nuts. Press B while flying to drop a Deku Bomb. Upon impact, it makes a blinding flash, freezing enemies in their tracks. Now, you know what? Go ahead and make ourselves a restore point now, because you just never know. Ooh, that's gonna be close. There we go. Hey, you! Come on, press Z and talk to me. There you go. See? You can do it if you try. When I fly over to people or objects, use Z to look at them so you can talk to them. Use Z targeting to talk to people even if they're far away. Or if there's no one to target, you can use Z to look straight ahead. But enough about that for now. Come over to this tree and check it out. It's strange, but the way you look right now sort of looks like this tree. It looks all dark and gloomy, almost like it could start crying any second now. How sad. Alright, so let's get a look at this guy. Alright, if I stop talking in mid-sentence, it's because I'm shutting the microphone off and going into a coughing fit, because, you know, I got a kid who, you know, is in school, and you know how it is with kids going to school during this time of year. It's just germs, 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 germs. So, yeah, anyway, apologies in advance for any sudden cutout in the middle of a sentence. So take a good look at this little Deku scrub that appears to be frozen in time. Again, we don't ever get to come back to this area, but just remember this guy, girl, thing, whatever it was before it got stuck here. So again, there is no going back beyond this point. And we appear to be in some kind of gear tower. So one other mechanic for the Deku Scrub. We can't swim. As a Deku Scrub, we cannot swim. So when you go into the water, you get a 5 count, and you can kind of like hop along the water's surface. And then if you don't get back to the surface on the last jump, yes, it's kind of misleading because you get 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, but you don't actually have 1. I don't know, to me it's just a weird way to do it. There should be like a, hey, you're at 0, you're done. But yeah, you know, hop along and just make sure you get to another solid surface. Not like that. Alright, so the way we came from is forever blocked off, so only one way to go. You've met with a terrible fate, haven't you? I own the Happy Mask Shop. I travel far and wide in search of masks. During my travels, a very important mask was stolen from me by an imp in the woods. So here I am at a loss, and now I've found you. Now don't think me rude, but I have been following you. For I know of the way to return you to your former self. If you can get back the precious item that was stolen from you, I will return you to normal. In exchange, all I ask is that you also get back my precious mask that the imp stole from me. What? Is it not a simple task? Why, to someone like you, it should by no means be a difficult task. Except, the one thing is, I'm a very busy fellow, and I must leave this place in 3 days. How grateful I would be if you could bring it back to me before my time here is up. But yes, you'll be fine. I see you are young and have tremendous courage. I'm sure you'll find it right away. Well then, I am counting on you. He's leaving in 3 days. Very convenient considering what else is going to happen in this game in 3 days. If you know, you know. If not, well, you will. I'm doing another little restore point there just in case. Alright, here we go. He gives me the creeps. That mask salesman was the... Oh, sorry, just thinking aloud. But 3 days? Even if we never sleep, that still leaves us with a measly 72 hours. Talk about demanding. Well, don't just stand there. We're going to see the Great Fairy. Look, you want to find the Skull Kid, don't you? The Great Fairy will know what he's up to. She watches over everything. And just between you and me, the Skull Kid is no match for the Great Fairy. Go to the shrine near the North Gate. You'll find the Great Fairy in there. Alright, so... as you can see, unlike Ocarina of Time, there is no save button here. So that's my other justification for using the save states, is because if this thing crashes, I don't want to lose a whole cycle of progress. What do I mean by cycle of progress? Well, you'll see. So yes, we have 72 hours to find this mask. And that's obviously not 72 hours in real time, that's 72 hours in game time. I don't know exactly what the conversion is between game time and real time. I just know we only have so much time to dilly-dally around. So, let's go ahead and check out this Great Fairy. Yeah, so the dog's going to chase us, because the dog doesn't like Deku Scrubs. But the cool thing is we don't actually take any damage. Stop right there, Deku Scrub. Do you intend to return to the swamp alone? It is dangerous outside the town walls, so I cannot allow a child like you to leave unaccompanied. You are not allowed to pass through here without an adult or until you are old enough to carry a weapon. Yeah, of course, in Deku form, our sword's useless. Alright, so that's obviously the way out of town, which, you know, comes into play a little bit later. Alright, so you work your way around town long enough. I wonder if anybody even gives you any hints in this game. Let's see. We're the twin jugglers from the Gorman Troupe. We're practicing for the big carnival. It happens once in a blue moon. Or in this year's case, once in a really, really scary red-eyed moon. Oh ho, I hear it's gonna fall, better than the way my clumsy brother is always dropping our juggling balls. You see, we're entertainers. We must keep people smiling no matter how grim things get. We must always be optimistic. Oh ho ho ho! Yeah, except for that comment about the moon falling, that didn't sound very optimistic. Alright, hey yo, what up, kid? What's with you? You're wearing a weird hat for a Deku. Did you come to town to play? I bet nobody will play with you, right? The adults are all busy getting ready for the carnival. The old astronomer at the observatory outside town is the only one who will spend any time playing with us kids. We bombers have our hideout at the observatory. You have to take a secret route to get to it. Oh, don't be telling Jim in North Clocktown that I told you that. Alright, don't tell Jim. Got it. Alright, so here's another way out of town, which obviously we can't leave town because we're just a weak-ass little Deku Scrub. If you want to pass through here, you have to say the secret code. Oh, obviously we don't know a secret code yet. Jim said I can't let anyone who doesn't know the code in. If you're not a member, they won't teach you the secret code. If you want to be a member, go see Jim in North Clocktown. Oh look, North Clocktown.
Huh?
What do you want, Shrimp? I'm busy practicing with my blowgun. If you can't pop that balloon, then don't mess with Jim. Grr. Okay, let's talk to this guy. What's this? Green clothes? White fairy? Sir, could you by chance be a forest fairy? Oh my! My name is Tingle. I think I am the same as you, sir, a forest fairy. Alas, though, I am already aged 35. No fairy has come to me yet. My father tells me to grow up and act my age, but why? I tell you, Tingle is the very reincarnation of a fairy. Yeah, sure. While I stand here waiting for a fairy of my own, I sell maps to help out my father. Lucky, you're so lucky to have a fairy. I know, we should be friends. Yes, in exchange I will sell you a map for cheap as a sign of my friendship. Will you buy one of Tingle's maps? Alright, I'm not going to go crazy buying these now, but we can definitely go ahead and buy one for Clocktown. Alright, we got a map of Clocktown. Now we can find our way around town. The red arrow on the map shows where you entered, and the yellow arrow shows your current location. So the overworld maps have the compass feature built in. Obviously, when we do get to an actual dungeon, we'll still have to find the map and compass separately. Well, call again. Tingle, Tingle, Limpa. These are the magic words that Tingle created himself. Don't steal them. Alright. Alright, so this takes us back to South Clocktown. We came in from East Clocktown. This is the way out to the north, but again, that's not an option right now, so the fairy fountain would have to be over here. That doesn't look good. Oh no! The Great Fairy! Young one, please hear my plea. I have been broken and shattered to pieces by the masked Skull Kid. Please find the one stray fairy lost in town, and bring her to this fairy fountain. I don't remember if anybody actually tells you that they remember seeing a stray fairy, but, you know, this isn't my first rodeo through this game, and I do know where to find it, so... What do you want, Shrimp? I'm busy practicing. Yeah. Piss off, Jim. Alright, let's take a stroll around and see if anybody mentions seeing one. Now, the fairy location does change from night to day, and it's easier to get it during the day. Damn dog. Alright. The secret route to the observatory. How do you know about that? Only Jim and us are supposed to know about that secret route. Yeah, I really don't think anyone actually tells you where to look for the fairy. The secret route's... Okay, yep. Alright, so this here... Ye who hold the sacred sword, the proof of our encounter. Can't do anything with that right now. Alright, so yeah, I don't think we get any actual hint, but if you explore around town enough, you'll find there's this little area over here. And during the day, there's our stray fairy. Please hear my plea. The masked Skull Kid has broken me apart and scattered my pieces. Please find a way to return me to the fairy fountain in North Clocktown. Now there's a lot more, there's some side quests that involve this area, but we are nowhere near ready to do those yet. Alright, so now that we have the Stray Fairy, we're going to book it right back to North Clocktown, and we'll take the fast way because we're already 7 hours in-game time in. I would like to have a little bit of extra time to dawdle around and take care of a few things, so... Alright, let's put the Great Fairy back together. Tattle, and you, young one of the altered shape. Thank you for returning my broken and shattered body to normal. I am the Great Fairy of Magic. I thought that masked child was helping me, and I grew careless. All I can offer you now is this. I shall grant you magic power as a sign of my gratitude. Please accept it. You've been granted magic power. In your current form, press B to shoot bubble blasts. Press and hold B to blow a big bubble. Release B to shoot it. Magic power decreases when you shoot. Replenish it with magic jars and potions. The man who lives in the observatory outside of town may know of the Skull Kid's whereabouts, but be careful. You must not underestimate that child's powers, kind young one. If ever you are returned to your former shape, come see me. I shall give you more help. Alright, so if we ever get turned back into our regular kid self, she's got something else for us. Alright, let's get moving here. So now that we can shoot bubbles, because we need to get into that observatory, and Jim's the only one who can get us there. Now that we can shoot bubbles, let's go pop this, this bitch right here. Alright. Hello, Jim. How you doing? Are you the one who just popped that up there? Not bad for a Deku scrub. We bombers have a hideout that leads to the observatory outside town. You need a code to get in. Maybe I'll tell you what it is. But don't think you're getting it that easily. I can't just tell you what the code is. You'll have to pass my test first. Are you ready? Yeah, we're gonna play hide and seek. Alright, line up, guys. If you can find all 5 of us by tomorrow morning, I'll teach you the code. Are you ready? Alright, so the locations of these little bastards vary between the N64 and 3DS versions. One of them is chilling right over here. Try to sneak up on them if you can, otherwise they're gonna run away and it's a little chase sequence and it's just, you know, it can be bothersome. I don't know if this happens to everybody, but what'll happen is they'll run away from me and they'll go hide behind the guard that blocks the way out of town so I can't get them. Sneak right up on this little shit. Oh, you little asshole. Get over here. Gotcha. Aw, you caught me. Now there are only 3 left. What's up, Tattle? Oh, why do we have to play these stupid brats little games? Come on, hurry up and find them already. Only 13:36 left until morning. Yeah, we gotta get moving. Alright, 2 of them should be over here in East Clocktown. One should actually be right up here. Now see? See? That's where this gets problematic. I think he'll be back on the roof again. Yep. Alright, well, you know what? Let's, oh shit. Let's go get this little bastard first. I wonder if I can shoot a bubble at him to stop him from jumping away. Night of the first day. 60 hours remain. Aha! Aw, you caught me. Now there are only 2 left. But I can do that with this one too. Let's see. All the times I've played through this and never thought to do that. Really? Come on. No, not gonna work with you? Alright, fine. No! Come on! This is already getting incredibly aggravating. Alright. Store point there. Which, come to think of it, I probably should have done earlier than this, but whatever. It is extra aggravating because I think I mentioned that this is my second time trying to do this episode, so... Get over here, you little butthole. Dude. Ah, now see. Finally. Oh, you caught me. Now there's only 1 left. Which I believe the last one on the N64 version's over in West Clocktown. There's our first heart piece up there teasing us that we can't reach. Yet. Yeah, last one should be right here. While we're... we still got time. Yep, later. Oh, no way! You finally got me! You're pretty good for a Deku scrub. If only you were human. Then I could give you an original Bomber's notebook and make you a member. What do you guys think? No way, no scrubs. I guess not. Once, we let some kid who wasn't human join our gang, and boy, did we ever regret it. Sorry. But I'll teach you the code just like I promised. I can tell you only once, though, so pay attention. Yeah, hang on, we're gonna write this down. Are you ready? Two, 5, 1, 4. Oh. That's funny. I thought the code would be different since I had to restart, but... Okay, cool. 25143 is our code. Alright, so now... Alright, so this piece of shit over here is up to no good, but we can't do anything about it right now. Let's go back to East Clocktown. Alright, now that we have the code, if you want to pass through here, you have to say the secret code. And And it is 2, 5, 1, 4, 3. That's right. If you know the code, then you're a member, right? Okay, here you go. Well, honorary member. There's a lot of cool stuff at that telescope guy's place. Oh yeah, and Bomber's Secret Society of Justice Forever. Alright. So, down here, we got a little waterway here, so we got to be careful of that because, you know, we only have so many hops before we drown. So, one of those quality of life improvements is enemies have health bars, which is pretty cool. I wonder how the astronomer knows the Skull Kid. Whoa, look at the time. You don't even have 3 days left. Yep, I know. But we're doing perfectly fine on time right now. Alright, so another balloon with Majora's Mask is in our way. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. Should be a recovery heart and a ruby over here. Oh, okay, no recovery heart. That's fine. It's like we're hurting on hearts right now anyway. Alright. Alright, so here we are in the observatory. Yo, hey baby! I'm a styling scarecrow wandering in search of pleasant music. Time will pass in the blink of an eye if you dance with me. If you like, baby, we can forget the time and dance till dawn. Shall we dance? So, if you finish what you need to finish in this first cycle early, and talk to this guy to skip time ahead a little bit, I'm not gonna do that just yet. Oh, sorry, that's too bad. In that case, come back anytime if you do decide you want to dance. By the way, I know of a mysterious song that allows you to manipulate the flow of time. Do you want to learn it? Yep. Oh yeah, now listen up. If you play that strange song backward, you can slow the flow of time. And if you play each note twice in a row, you can move half a day forward through time. How's that? Pretty interesting, isn't it? But I'm sure I'd like any song written by you better, baby. If you like, you can play one for me. Well, we don't have our ocarina right now, so that's not an option, but let's remember Scarecrow for later. Pardon me, sir. I must speak to you about a Skull Kid. Well, well, a strange-looking child has joined me today. Are you a new friend of the Bombers gang? Your manners seem much better than those of your mischievous friend from the other day. That ill-mannered troublemaker from the other day said he'd break my instruments. He said he'd steal my moon's tear. There was no stopping him. Even now, just watch him. He's probably causing trouble around the clock tower. Will you gaze into the telescope? Sure. Alright, atop the clock tower. That looks like the clock tower. And there he is. Well, did you find that troublemaker? And that loud noise, what was that? Perhaps another moon's tear has fallen nearby. Go through that door and take a look outside. But I wonder how that troublemaker got on top of the clock tower. The only way up there is through the clock door, and that only opens on the eve of the carnival. So obviously the non-human that the bombers let in was the Skull Kid, and all he did was be a massive dick, so... Alright, let's go out here and grab the Moon's Tear. You got the Moon's Tear. Its sparkling beauty radiates rather strangely. Alright, so the Moon's Tear is pretty important. Because we're gonna need a way to get onto the clock tower when the time comes to go up there. Oh, right. I don't think he's got anything else to say. Let's see. What could that troublemaker be doing atop the clock tower? I just hope he's not plotting another one of his no-good tricks. Yeah, spoiler, he's planning a really big no-good trick. Alright. Alright, so we know where the Skull Kid is. Let's go ask around the clock tower. Maybe we'll learn something. Whoa, look at the time. You don't even have 3 days left. "48 hours remain." So, I'm gonna not skip time just yet, still, because, you know, this episode is only gonna consist of this first cycle, and again, if you don't know the game, you'll figure out why I say cycle soon enough. But, oh, that's what I was gonna say earlier. The episodes for this game are gonna be kinda all over the place. Like I said, I'm following the 3DS guide, and it takes you on like kind of the basically it does what I was gonna do with Ocarina of Time, where I try to get everything I can, so I'm walking into each dungeon as powerful as we can be. So there may be some episodes of this game where we do so much side quest stuff that we don't even enter a dungeon. So, you know, we'll just see how the flow of the game goes, but you know, the possibility is there. Alright, so what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to hop over to West Clocktown, because we're actually way ahead of schedule here. So, yeah, let's go to West Clocktown first. So, over in West Clocktown. Hey there, little guy. Won't you deposit some rupees? Nowadays, even if people have money, they don't deposit any. Nothing. Nothing. So for a limited time, I'll give you a special gift based on how much you deposit. For example, if you deposit 200 rupees, you'll get an item that holds a lot of rupees. So if we give this guy 200 rupees, we already get the first wallet upgrade. So what'll it be? I'm going to deposit 50 for right now. How much? How much? Set the amount and hit A to decide. Yeah, let's throw 50 in here for right now. Really? Are you really depositing 50 rupees? Yep. Seriously? That's a lot. So, little guy, what's your name? Link, is it? Got it. I won't forget your deposits. Let me stamp you with my special ink. Stranger danger? I need an adult? Hey, relax. It doesn't leave any marks and it's not gonna hurt. Oh, this did not age well. There. Now I'll know you when I see you. Alright, little guy. Now I've got a total of 50 rupees from you. Come back and deposit some after you save up a bunch. So, there's a surefire way on day 3 to get 150 rupees. So now what I'm going to do, since we got some time to kill, is I'm going to go try to rack up some more rupees. No, I guess we'll do the rest of the mandatory stuff first. Yeah, when that little blue bar pops up like that, that's me making my restore point in case the game crashes, or in case I fuck up a mini game or a side quest. Alright, so, as little Deku Link, we can't get up here to that clock tower door. No way, not happening. So, this Deku flower over here will get us up there, but this is why we need the Moon's Tier, so everything we've done to get the Moon's Tier was absolutely necessary. Wait, hang on. This is my private property. Don't try using it when I'm not around. I've already sold out of my wares, and the carnival hasn't even begun. I'm thinking of closing up shop so I can buy a gift from my wife and return to her in my village. I've heard that a stone called the Moon's Tear shines brighter than any other in the land. If you've got one, I'd really like to get it from you. My wife would love it. If you give it to me, I'll give you my spot here, Deku Flower included. Hand over the Moon's Tear. Ah! That stone! You must hand it over to me. In exchange, I'll give you my spot here, Deku Flower included. Yes? You traded the Moon's Tear for a town title deed. You really helped me out. Now I have the perfect souvenir for the wife. She hasn't set eyes on a jewel or strange sparkling stone like this in a very long time. The title deed for this spot should be in high demand among Deku scrubs, but you already know that. Yeah, sure. If you don't need it anymore, you can always sell it. Alright, so on in the game, when we're actually allowed to leave town, we can do like a little mini trade sequence across some Deku scrubs. But now this flower is ours. And another save state, because I'm getting a little paranoid now, because this is almost where this crashed on me on my last attempt to do this episode. Alright, so we got some time to kill now. So let's go rack up some rupees. Or attempt to rack up some rupees. Yep. So we can see a treasure chest that's here in East Clocktown, but we can't get to it with our little pathetic Deku Scrub body, so... Now here's something else that's kind of sitting here teasing us. So there's another heart piece right up here that we can't get to yet. Oh, wrong way. So we've done... remember? You're a Deku. So why don't you try using this Deku flower? Whoa, look at the time. We don't even have 2 days left. So, we've actually done everything that we need to do to be able to get to the Skull Kid when that door opens. So at this point, I'm just kinda... Like I said, I'm killing time because there is a couple things we can do here right now. Alright, what's that? 45 rupees. Let's go ahead and buy this other map from him now. He's so much funnier if he landed on his head. Ah, sir. Hello, Mr. Fairy. Will you buy one of Tingle's maps? I sure will. Go ahead and grab the Woodfall map now. You got a map of Woodfall. Now you can find your way around the swamp. We'll get there eventually. The red arrow, blah blah blah, yellow arrow, blah blah blah. Well, call again. Tingle, tingle, Hulu Limpa! You strange little man. Alright. So, let's try to grab a, yeah, so, this is ours now to do with as we please. Alright, so this area is the Stockpot Inn, and we'll have some side quests that'll take us here a few times, but at this particular moment, I am actually looking for the bathroom. We can't do anything with this nice old lady just yet. Interesting. Alright, so it's almost the night of the second day. It says employees only. Alright, that's definitely not it. Wait, what's this room right here? Oh, that's not it. Sneaking into other people's rooms? You're the worst. Okay, that's somebody else's room. Where's that damn bathroom? Hang on. Okay, it says check behind the stairs on the first floor. Wonder if that's the employee-only room. Or there's a door that I'm just blind as a bat and not seeing. Oh, right here. Alright, so I don't think this will be able to be done. Let's wait here for a second and see what happens. We're probably going to get thrown out. $8:30 p.m. and the Stockpot Inn will now be locking the door. Yeah, okay. Alright. Well, I guess let's go rupee hunting. I wanna get the adult wallet on this first cycle. And there is a piece of heart in this game that requires we save up 5,000 rupees, which is the maximum that you can put in the bank. So it can certainly not hurt to get a jump start on that. Now, obviously, there are going to be way better farming opportunities for rupees later on in the game, but, I mean, we're here, we got nothing left to do, really. Like I said, I'm just killing time until the third and final day starts, because we do only have that last day to get the mask back before the happy mask salesman has to suddenly up and leave for some reason. No, some reason. Some reason. See, there's like, there's some stuff I want to talk about, like, right now, about, like, just the flow of the game and stuff, but on the off chance anybody's watching this who's never experienced this game for themselves, I don't want to spoil much. Let's just say this game has a very interesting time mechanic to it. If you know, you know. If you don't, well, all will be explained soon enough. Alright, let's go deposit these. I don't know why I took the long way around. Again, mostly just to kill a few seconds. Oh yeah, also, while you're a Deku Scrub, whatever you do, do not touch fire. What's this? You need something? Deposit? Excuse me, but let me take a look at you. Ah, yes, Link. If I remember, you're the little guy who deposited 50 rupees. Well, are you gonna make a deposit? Alright, so, how much? Really? Are you really depositing 50 rupees? Seriously? That's a lot. Alright, little guy, now I've got a total of 100 rupees from you. Come back and deposit some after you save up a bunch. Alright, you know what? I was worried about this episode being too short, but I see we're already, an hour and a quarter in, so let's go see the Scarecrow, and we'll skip to, the dawn of the... Actually, it's already 4 o'clock, screw it. Let's go aggravate this dog. Oh, apparently we're no match for the dog. Okay. Alright, let's tease the dog a little bit. Let's play with the cute little puppy. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. I was afraid that I just drowned the dog. That is not what I wanted to do. Dawn of the final day. Alright, so if we look up here, we can see this tower is now fully built. So what we can do right now, you see there's a treasure chest icon up there now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to fly right over to this tower. Walk around this guy, open up this treasure chest. Alright, so purple rupee. So, notice the music's gotten a little bit more ominous. You hear kind of like that ominous track playing in the background along with the regular Clocktown music. And if we look around, there's that moon. We can hear a rumbling going on. You kind of get that feeling that like something bad is about to happen, you know? Alright, so we go into East Clocktown now. I wonder if we can do this now or if we have to wait till nighttime. Let's see. May have to wait till nighttime for this. Okay, yeah. Oh, that's the old lady. So basically, she has a couple stories you can listen to, but unless you have a certain mask, which we haven't really been introduced to masks yet. Okay. So we gotta wait till nighttime for this. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Let's go ahead and see Mr. Scarecrow in the observatory. Remember to watch out for the Skulltula here. Oh, it's still dead. Excellent. Excuse me, climb the ladder, thank you. Yo, hey baby, I'm a styling scarecrow wandering in search of pleasant music. Time will pass in the blink of an eye if you dance with me. If you like, baby, we can forget the time and dance until night. Shall we dance? Yep. Oh yeah, in that case, forget the time. Let's dance. Night of the final day, 12 hours remain. Oh yeah, how was it? It went by in an instant, right? I'm still full of energy. But outside it seems to have gotten kind of dangerous. Yikes, I'm getting out of town. Take care. I see the Scarecrow will not let us skip past the end of the third day. Instead of getting dangerous outside. Not right now. You said you gotta get out of town anyway. Alright, so let's get back out to the main area. Gonna have to move a little quick once the clock strikes midnight. Now notice how that rumbling's getting worse. should be able to go in here and do one of the two things I need to do in here right now. Yeah, this place should pretty much be abandoned at this point. So right now, and I'm going to go ahead and make another restore point, because this is literally where this crashed on me before. So now we can go into this room, where there is a wedding dress and a weird-looking mask. And there's a treasure chest over here. Ooh, that rumbling is getting worse. There is 100 rupees. Now you know what we're going to do? We're going to go get our first equipment upgrade. Or gear upgrade, rather. Because the wallet's not really an equipable item, it's just a piece of adventure gear, basically. What's this? You need something on a day like this? You haven't evacuated yet? You're amazing, little guy. Geez, these guys are all talking like it's the end of the world. Ah. Deposit. Yep, I'm Link. Oh, we're gonna be 1 rupee away. I forgot about the 99 limit. Okay. That's fine. How much time do we have? Let's pop over to North Clocktown, see if I can grab like 1 more rupee to give this guy. I want to make sure we're back in South Clocktown before midnight. And we're not going to have a lot of time, so let's do this quick. Just need 1 rupee. And there it is. Alright. So we still have the issue of how we're actually supposed to get to the Skull Kid. But that mystery will no longer be a mystery come midnight. Again, another case of if you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. Alright, I hate this Z. It's aggravating the fuck out of me right now. He's gonna give us a hard time because it's such a small amount, but... Alright, little guy, now I've got a total of 201 rupees from you. What's this? You've already saved up 200 rupees? Well, little guy, here's your special gift. Take it. Alright, we got an adult wallet, our first upgrade already. See? Doesn't it hold more than your old one? Fill it up and bring it all into deposit. Alright, let's get back to South Clocktown. And I'm going to actually hang over by the entrance to East Clocktown, because once we see the cutscene, there is one more thing we can do before we go chase down the little bastard who stole our ocarina and horse. Alright, so the door to the clock tower is opened, and we need to move quick now. So now the in-game clock has changed to a countdown timer. But as soon as the clock strikes midnight, we can go into this bathroom, and hitting me right now, don't mess with me, camera. Papa, paper, please! So we're going to give him the title deed because we're going to lose it at the end of the cycle anyway.
Yay!
Yeah! Oh, you saved me! This fell down here. I'll give it to you, and the most disgusting heart piece in the game. Alright, we got a piece of heart. Collect 4 pieces of heart to assemble a new heart container. Each new container you put together will increase the amount of life energy you can have. I'm going to make one more restore point right here, just in case this screws up. Alright, now we got to get back to South Clock Town. Mighty quick. So the rumbling's getting worse. The music is sounding kind of ominous and sad. Geesh, you would think it's like the end of the world here, wouldn't you? Now we're going to hop in this Deku flower over here that we got. And we are going to use this to get up to the ledge. And there's our second piece of heart. Don't stop now. Look, you can get up there now. Alright, so that's our second piece of heart. Alright, here we go. Sis! Ah, Tail, we've been looking for you two. Hey, Skull Kid, what if you gave that mask you're wearing back now? Hey, come on, are you listening? Swamp, mountain, ocean, canyon. Hurry, the 4 who were there. Bring them here. Don't speak out of line, stupid fairy. No! What are you doing to my brother? Skull Kid, do you still think you're our friend after that? Well, whatever. Even if they were to come now, they wouldn't be able to handle me. Just look above you. If it's something that can be stopped, then just try to stop it. So, this son of a bitch is gonna drop the moon onto the town. Obviously, if we let that timer run out, the moon hits and it's game over. We need our ocarina back. You got the Ocarina of Time back. Princess Zelda gave you this precious instrument. Set it to a C button and use A and the 4 C buttons to play it. Press B to stop. Suddenly, memories of Princess Zelda come rushing back to you. You are already leaving this land of Hyrule, aren't you? Even though it was only a short time, I feel like I've known you forever. I'll never forget the days we spent together in Hyrule. And I believe in my heart that a day will come when I shall meet you again. Until that day comes, please, take this. I am praying that your journey be a safe one. If something should happen to you, remember this song. Alright, so the Song of Time. You remember the Song of Time. This melody, lingering on the edges of your mind, is a song of memories of Princess Zelda. The goddess of time is protecting you. If you play the Song of Time, she will aid you. Snap out of it! What are you doing getting lost in memories? Get yourself together! Getting that old ocarina back isn't going to help us. Somebody, anybody, Goddess of Time, help us please, we need more time! Goddess of Time is protecting us. So, obviously we can't do shit against this guy. So one of those quality of life improvements is, we got a little D-pad menu over there now that we can use for our ocarina, and something else we'll be getting shortly. So... Huh? When did you get that instrument? You play the Song of Time. Save and return to the dawn of the first day. Yes. What just happened? Everything has... started over. What are you, anyway? That song you played, that instrument. That instrument! Wait, that's it, your instrument! The mask salesman said that if you got back the precious thing that was stolen from you, he could return you to normal. Did you completely forget, or what? Alright, so, I want to check something. Alright, so another quality of life improvement that I chose to enable. Normally, when you use the Song of Time and return to day 1, you lose anything in your inventory, like Deku Nuts, or arrows when we get them, or bombs when we get them. If you have empty bottles that we'll eventually get with something in them, you lose... Basically, you lose everything that's consumable. And whatever rupees you did not put in the bank. Rupees that you put in the bank somehow survive resetting time. Rupees in your wallet do not survive resetting time. So one of those quality of life improvements, again, Google, Redux Edition, Patcher 64. Oh, geez, sorry, coughing fit and saying random words to put it on Google. Yeah, so again, there are certain features that you can choose to use or not use. Remembering how brutal this game can be, I chose to use quite a few of them. But anyway, so here we are back at the beginning of the first day. And as Tattle just reminded us, we have our ocarina back, so let's go see if Mask Guy can help us here. Were you able to recover your precious item from that imp? Oh, you got it! Bro, stop shaking me. And listen to me. Please play this song that I'm about to perform, and remember it well. Bum, bum, bum. This is a melody that heals evil magic and troubled spirits, turning them into masks. I am sure it will be of assistance to you in the future. Ah yes, I give you this mask in commemoration of this day. Fear not, for the magic has been sealed inside the mask. When you wear it, you will transform into the shape you just were. When you remove it, you will return to normal. Alright, we got our first mask. You got the Deku mask to keep as a memento. Press start and set it for a C button on the select item subscreen. Wear the mask with that C button to inhabit the body of a Deku. Press that same button again to return to normal. Now, I have fulfilled to you. So, please give me that which you promised me. Yeah, about that. Don't tell me. My mask. You did get it back, didn't you? What have you done to me? If you leave my mask out there, something terrible will happen. The mask that was stolen from me, it is called Majora's Mask. It is an accursed item from legend that is said to have been used by an ancient tribe in its hexing rituals. It is said that an evil and wicked power is bestowed upon the one who wears that mask. Yeah, we've seen it. According to legend, the troubles caused by Majora's Mask were so great the Ancient Ones, fearing such catastrophe, sealed the mask in shadow forever, preventing its misuse. But now, that tribe from the legend has vanished, so no one really knows the true nature of the mask's power. But I feel it. I went to great lengths to get that legendary mask. When I finally had it, I could sense the doom of a dark omen brewing. It was that unwelcome feeling that makes your hair stand on end. And now that imp has it. I am begging you, you must get that mask back quickly or something horrible will happen. I'm begging you, you must do it. Really? You'll do it for me? I was certain you would tell me that. You'll be fine. Surely you can do it. Believe in your strengths. Believe. Now, there is a theory that this guy has some magical properties of his own and he knows way more than he lets on, and that theory I fully buy into. Alright, so again, quality of life improvements, right? So, the transformation masks you used to have to use as a C button equipable, but now you don't, because we got that D-pad menu over on the left side of the screen that will eventually have 2 more key items on it, which saves our C button spots for, items that we actually need. So, there's that. I mean, we need the masks too, but yeah, right, I don't need to put that on there either. What am I doing? Alright, so our ocarina and our mask have dedicated buttons now, so that when we need to have other items equipped, we can have them equipped. Not to take away from the importance of the ocarina or the Deku mask, which is what I just inadvertently did, but because they're important too. But now basically we have our 3 C button slots for, our regular consumable items or gear, like the Deku nuts, the bow and arrow when we eventually get it, spoiler, the hook shot when we eventually get it, and so on and so forth. Alright, so there is one more thing we're going to do before we bring this episode to a close. We're going to go get ourselves the Bomber's Notebook, and then we'll stop there. That mask, The Skull Kid uses the power of that mask to do those terrible things. Well, whatever it takes, we've got to do something about it. The swamp, mountains, ocean, and canyon that Tail was trying to tell us about. I bet he was referring to the 4 areas just outside town. There's one in each compass direction. But what do you suppose he meant by the 4 who are there? I have no idea. He always skips important stuff. I guess we should just go and find out. If we go through that gate straight ahead, we'll be heading in the direction of the swamp. So the southern swamp is our first target. But we got a little bit to do before we go while leaving town. Alright, so there's a treasure chest. Yeah, I think the treasure chests respawn every cycle. Alright, anyway. Wonder if I can get across those now without the... let's see. Yeah, basically I'm just going to grab whatever rupees I can grab and we'll get the Bomber's Notebook and that'll be it. And according to my guidebook here, we will spend the next episode in Clocktown still, but we'll be doing other stuff now that we have our human body back. Nice. Nice. Alright, so now that we can get over here, we've got this treasure chest. $100 rupees. Pretty good, huh? Now remember, we can hold up to 200 now. So I am actually gonna... we'll do the hide and seek and get the Bomber Notebook. Wait, are we doing that this episode, or are we going to save that for next one? Hang on. Yeah, okay. So... boy, it feels good to be regular Link again, doesn't it? Alright. Pardon me, sir. What do you want, guy? I'm busy practicing with my blowgun. Don't mess with me. Oh, right. Okay, so here's where the transformation mask comes in handy. Alright, so now... Are you the guy who just popped that up there? Whoa! Hey, just for you, guy, I can make you a member of our gang, the Bombers. But there is a test for becoming a Bombers member. Come on, give it a try. Are you ready? So we're gonna play hide and seek again. If you can find all 5 of us by tomorrow morning, I'll teach you our secret code. Ready? Okay. Now is the time to do this. So obviously we have a very strict time limit per cycle on this game. What if we had more time? Remember the Scarecrow said that if we knew a certain song we could manipulate time? If we played the song backwards we could double our time? Well, that's not right. Hang on. You played the inverted song of time. Slow the current flow of time? Yes. So now time will move, I think, at like half speed. Give us a chance to catch these little shits. Almost want to switch back to a Deku to get them. I wonder. Guess what?
Huh?
Oh, crap. See if this'll work. Oh, did I just messed this up? I bet I did. Gotcha, you little shit. Alright, so we gotta try and sneak up on these guys. So I don't think the Deku Nuts will do anything to them. Gotcha. Alright, let's see. N64 version, 2 in East Clocktown and 1 in West. See, all I want to do right now is get the Bomber's Notebook and then, you know, fill up our wallet and make a little deposit. Like, we're not going to be getting into any of the big side quests or really doing anything else in this episode. Alright, so... should be able to go out this last door. That's a familiar song, isn't it? Where's the door that goes outside? I want to know if the Deku Nuts will actually stun these little brats. Oh, it does! Awesome! Alright, just the one in West Clocktown now. Alright, now, one thing that we do not do in Zelda games, we do not attack the chickens. Because I believe in any 3D Zelda game, if you attack the chickens enough, they will come and kill you. So we are not going to agitate the chickens. Alright. Let's go grab that one that's over in West Clocktown. We'll go deposit our rupees first, actually. It's going to take us back to North Clocktown automatically anyway. And I have a feeling that I'll be able to fill this wallet up again. See, I'm working fast towards that 5,000 because the faster we get more health in this game, the better. Yeah, let's just do everything we got. Because we've already bought everything that we can buy at this point anyway, so... Alright, let's go get this little shithead. Ah, you going nowhere. Aw, no way! You finally got me! You did it! So what's your name, guy? Link, huh? Alright, that Skull Kid broke our rules. He's been doing all kinds of bad things lately. Starting today, he's out. I'm making Link a bomber. You guys don't mind, right? Right. This is the Bomber's Notebook. It contains the words we live by. Read it over. Alright, we got the Bomber's Notebook. It allows you to keep track of people's schedules. Press Start to access the quest status screen, highlight the notebook, and press A to read it. Find troubled people and add their names and pictures. Only 20 people will fit in your book. Promise to help them. Mark promises with promise stickers. Never be late with fulfilling your promises. 3. Whenever you solve someone's problem, it makes you happy, so a happy sticker will be added to your book. No removing stickers. Use promise stickers to keep track of people until everyone is happy. Don't forget the rules. Alright then, I'll teach you our secret code. Ready? Let's say this should stay the same. The code is 25143. Write it down. Alright, so the Bomber's Secret Society of Justice was added to your notebook. You were taught the secret code. This was added to your notebook. So, if we go and look at the notebook. Alright, so, the Bomber's Secret Society. Secret code. 25143. What's this? Alright, Bomber's Notebook, north of town, members only schedule book. I think these guys are done, right? Okay. So, I am considering completing this notebook part of the 100% playthrough. So, that's part of why I figured we could just go ahead and get this now. Alright. So we've bought the map for Woodfall, which we can see down to the south. We just haven't actually made it there yet. What did I just do? Oh, that's to toggle the map. Okay, yeah, we're gonna keep that on. Alright. I don't want to go crazy doing too much, so let's just, gonna go and get the Moon's Tier again. Just so I can fill the wallet up with rupees, and then we'll save and recycle time and call this episode done. Yeah. 2, 5, 1, 4, 3. Imagine that. Our magic Deku Bubble killed that thing in one hit, but our sword takes 2. Oh yeah, speaking of which. So now that we have the Ocarina back, we can teach him a song, just like we did in Ocarina of Time. The sucky thing about this game is you have to teach him the song every time you recycle the game. So every time we save the game and go back to the beginning of the first day, we have to go back and teach the Scarecrow whatever song we want him to know over and over again. So, yeah, but anyway, that's later. Not going to bother doing that right now. Well, you're a child I've never seen in town before. Are you a new friend of the Bombers? I always say that it is important to develop your interests while you are young. You can use this telescope to look around town if you're interested. Give it a try. Like I said, I just want the Moon's Tear again so we can get the Deku Flower, and then grab the rupees on day 3, and that's the last thing we're gonna do here for this opening episode. Well, how was it? Did you discover anything interesting? So somehow this time he didn't notice the loud bang outside his observatory. Alright, we got our Moon's Tear again. Now let's say we were to reset time right now. I believe the Moon's Tear would still disappear, because that's a quest item, a piece of standard gear or equipment, you know? Alright, so let's get out of here and go see the Deku Scrub. I believe there is a, watch out for that. So let's remember there's a bombable wall right there. But we don't have bombs yet, so we'll come back to that later. Okay, so as we near the end of this episode, just a reminder that I am playing through this game in chapters based on the walkthrough chapters of the 3DS version strategy guide. So there are going to be some episodes, like obviously this one, where we do not go into a true dungeon, especially since there's only 4 of them in this game compared to the 9 in Ocarina of Time. So a couple of it's not like the episodes aren't going to be boring. We're going to be fighting enemies and seeing cutscenes and doing stuff, but you know, there's only 4 dungeons in the game, so again, don't expect to see one in every episode. Yeah, so with that being said, let's go see the Deku guy again. Then we'll get the rest of the rupees that we can get around town and call this first episode a wrap. Oh yeah, one more thing. So now that we have our sword, you can save your progress and quit here. When you reselect your file, my face will appear by your file name. This indicates that the next time you reopen your file, you'll resume playing at this very place and time with your current status. Warning: if you reopen this owl file, then reset without saving in an owl statue, you'll lose the progress you've saved here. So basically, if you're in the middle of a cycle, and you need to like take a break from the game for some reason, you can use the owl statues. But in this version of the game, the N64 version, you are much better off just, if I remember correctly, in the 3DS version, the owls are actual regular save points. But I I can tell you with certainty that in this version, it's basically the equivalent of having like a quick save option if you have to get off the game real quick for some reason. Next time you open the file, you'll restart at day 1 with the status you had when you last saved using the Song of Time. Yeah, so what that's saying is, if I play the Song of Time and start a cycle, I use this save statue to take a break, and then I forget to save when I reload, everything that I had done before I touch the statue is gone. So, you know, one more reason to use save states, or restore points on this game. So we're not going to save and quit. Just wanted to show that off, speaking of restore points. Alright, now we'll go see Mr. Deku. Wait, hang on. Yeah, I know. This is my private property. Don't try using it when I'm not around. Sir, I keep hearing about a stone called a Moon's Tear. It's supposed to be the shiniest stone in the world. Do you have one? If you have one, I'll trade you the spot. I'll throw in the Deku flower, too. This is a very popular spot among Deku scrubs. Haven't you heard about this spot? I'm telling you, it's a real bargain. Ah, that stone, you must give it to me. In exchange, I'll give you my spot here. I'll throw in this Deku flower, too. Alright, so we got the town title deed again. Sir, you've really helped me out. Now I have the perfect souvenir for the wife. She hasn't seen a jewel or strange shining stone like this in quite a long time. The title deed for this spot will be in big demand by Deku scrubs outside of town. You should be able to sell it to a Deku scrub for a good price. So, now, we used the Song of Time in reverse, so the inverted Song of Time, to slow down time. Now, with the Scarecrow, you had the option of dancing with him and skipping to the next night or next morning. We can also do that with the Ocarina now. So, fire this thing up, and take the first 3 notes of the Song of Time. So write A down and play each of them twice. So right, A, down. The Song of Double Time. Proceed at night of the first day. Yes. I'm going to skip all the way to dawn of the 3rd day right now. Because like I said, the last thing we're going to do is get some rupees, make a deposit, and then play the regular Song of Time again and reset. So, we'll do that again. I love this D-pad menu. These quality of life improvements are fantastic. Wish I'd known about this when I was playing Ocarina of Time. Because there is a Redux version of Ocarina of Time too, where you get the that D-pad menu and some other quality of life improvements. Once again, Google is your friend on that one. Alright, down to the final day. Let's grab ourselves some rupees. Now, I think we can get the other one that's over here now, but I could be wrong. There might be another mask we need before we can get it, but let's try. We're gonna try to fly all the way over to this roof. I don't think we're gonna make it. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, we made it. Alright. Let's take this off and see if Link can make the jump. Huh. Really? I don't understand why we just walked off the ledge as regular Link. That is... Let's try that one more time. Oh, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Alright, so let's head up to East Clocktown here. And we'll skip to the final night. Alright, so now everybody should be, like, booking it out of town. Oh yeah, by the way, if you need to get the Great Fairy missing piece at night, there she is, and I'm pretty sure you have to use the flower to get it. So obviously it's much easier to find that fairy during the day in the laundry pool area. Anyway, let's go do this. We should be able to go right up the stairs into the room with the wedding dress again. So, I suppose we should feel guilty about just going into someone's room and taking their money, but, to be fair, you know, the world's about to end, and they've already evacuated, and they're obviously not coming back for it, so... It's not like we're breaking in and, you know, hurting someone and stealing their money. It was abandoned. Alright. So, 181 rupees. Suppose we can take a trip through... you know what, that's enough. Let's head over to West Clocktown, deposit these rupees, then we'll reset time again, and that'll be it for this one. So, regular recovery heart here now, and look, as Link, we no longer need the Deku Flower to get up there. Obviously, I'm not going to bother doing the Skull Kid sequence again, because until we go to the swamp, mountain, ocean, and canyon and find those who are there, we can't do shit against the Skull Kid in this evil little mask. So, let's head over to West Clocktown. Like I said, make our deposit, and then we'll cycle time, and that'll be it. So just remember that. That's like almost a guaranteed 200 rupees every time you reset time, just in Clocktown alone. So... Actually, we got the one in East Clocktown that was 100. And then the two in South Clocktown that were 50 and 20. And then the one in the hotel. So yeah, so a guaranteed 270 rupees every time you cycle cycle back to day one. And that's, again, just here in Clocktown. We've yet to even touch anything outside of the town. Alright. So, again, in this original version of the game, this is the only safe way to actually save the game, so... Alright, so when we come back for episode 2, this is exactly where we'll be. Now notice the town title deed did disappear from our inventory. So quest items like that we do not get to keep. And the only reason that we get to keep the Deku Nuts is because of the toggle I turned on for the quality of life improvement. But anyway, so we got our Bomber's Notebook, which tells us all the people that, we can help out along the way. Well, I mean, we gotta find them, but then we'll go over the Bomber's Notebook at the end and cover everything. But we got our Song of Time, we got our Song of Healing. Now, the inverted Song of Time and the Song of Double Time don't show up here. So just remember, to slow down time, it would be down A, right, and to skip time, it would be right, A, down, which you'll see me do plenty of times throughout the rest of this Let's Play anyway, so... Alright, so we got our first mask, our Transformation Deku Mask, we got our Ocarina back, we got 2 heart pieces so far, our sword and shield are actually useful again, we got some Deku Nuts... Yeah, so I mean, it's not like we're very far in the game just yet anyway, but the important thing is we got our human form back, and the Goddess of Time is protecting us as long as we're smart enough to play the Song of Time before the moon vaporizes us all. So, yeah, our quest to stop the creepy Skull Kid and get Majora's Mask back before he destroys the world has begun. So, yeah, not a bad start. So that will definitely be it for this opening episode for this game. So, as I said, this one's going to be a little bit different because the whole up to the dungeon and then the dungeon formula is just not going to work for this game. So, basically the next episode we're going to be just bumming around Clocktown, doing some things that we can do now, because again, we're doing like an optimized playthrough where I'm going to make sure I walk into each dungeon as buffed up as possible. So, next episode we'll go around Clocktown as Link and get some heart pieces and do some mini games and get some upgrades and stuff like that. And then after that, we'll start heading out of town and, doing some other stuff, but yeah. So, like I said, this is going to be a little bit different than Ocarina of Time's journey, but this is still a really good game. This game is, it's hard. I mean, it's, even with the quality of life improvements for the Redux version, this game is still going to be harder than Ocarina, which, scared a lot of people away from it, but this game, I am not going to sit here and say that this game is on par with Ocarina of Time, but for what this game is in comparison, it's a good game. So, this will be fun. There's going to be some points where I start yelling and screaming and saying it's a terrible game. But I mean, come on, we've had those moments with every game so far, so, I just say that when I'm losing. I can admit that. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Hope everybody enjoyed this first episode, and we'll see you back for part 2 next weekend.